from ZTech, we now need to go and know about enhancing transition from primary to secondary and college within private schools by 30%. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. I have gone to some of the schools there, and one of the school told me that they do aviation. Aviation. I studied with people who are doing aeronautical engineering, and I'll tell you what aviation is all about, because I could see how they were sleeping. Mi nilikuwa nalala, you know, like pulling your blankets, and then they're there burning the midnight oil, you know. So once I saw that in a school there, and I said, wow, in secondary school, I was impressed. But now, when you go to college and university, and once you finish, I would also like us to discuss about producing a workforce that is not well prepared, you know. And private schools are doing a great thing. They're going an extra mile. And that also should form the basis of our discussion. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, to know how to enhance the transition from primary to secondary and college within the private schools by 30%, we need to know why are primary schools with secondary sections not transiting to the same school. Let us find out from one of the pastors here, and he's a good friend of mine, from the Search Comprehensive School, which they have an ECD school and also primary and secondary, and their primary school is new, right? Wow, I like that. Macharia Fadali, from their stand I could really tell that they really have a lot of energy for education. Pasi, it's nice to meet you. Welcome.
Yes, all the time. All the time. And God is good all the time. It is good to begin with the end so that you are able to understand if we are together. He's calling me Pasi because I do motivation on Christian basis. Our primary school started in the year 2008, and we have grown all through until we bore our high school, which is mixed boarding. We don't have a day high school, and right now we are sitting on the third KCSE attempt. Fortunately, I love Matiani, the cabinet secretary, for the reason that our first attempt was 2015, and according to the layman, we didn't do very well because in Ruiru sub-county, 14 out of quite many, and we were not, because competition is in our blood. Being 14 did not mean you have so much you're doing. Then happens with a better grade of B minus. Then we come to 2016, Matiang'i tightens the rules, and thank God the Search Comprehensive School happened to be seen. And we dropped our mean by 0.8, expecting to find ourselves in position 30, 40, going that way. Wow, we find ourselves topping. We were position 1 in Ruiru sub-county. Come for me, if not for you, for listen. We happened to be position 1, and I wondered, we have dropped. Why are we position 1? And I thought, maybe there's some people who know something I don't know. But I think I'll leave that for you. There's this challenge. I would call it a problem. I'll call it a challenge, whereby transition coming from the secondary school, I believe that is what I was given, the secondary school going to college, it starts a while before they even do their KCSE. We do something we call career development. We have a department whereby we take through all the way from Form 1 going to Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. Because you can attest that when you are beginning kindergarten or nursery, whatever you are, because I think the ages I'm seeing here, if I didn't go through baby class, I can tell you also did not go through paper class. So through the first phase of 1 year or 2 years in ECD. So when you are asked what do you want to become, so, there are most of the time were two answers. Either you want to become your dad because he's authoritative, or you want to become a policeman, or basically a soldier. That is now when toddler mind, not toddler mind. Just see that someone with a gun must be someone very powerful. Then you transit all the way to about mid-primary, and then you are being asked, what do you want to become? Now the soldier is no longer there because you have seen a few professionals. Now you want to become a pilot. You want to become a lawyer. And I think the other thing is a doctor. Things like engineers did not happen then, because you don't understand what an engineer does. So a lawyer, maybe somehow, a doctor and a pilot. These are conventional jobs we'll have most. So that is what is there. You go to class 8, you have realized the grades are changing, so you don't seem like to be literally next to the doctor. So you have realized you're also growing well, so maybe you can become an air hostess, maybe a nurse, you know. Someone is saying a banker because they have understood mathematics, right? So at least you are seeing it. And then you come to Form 1. Form 1 is still flowing with the idea of a banker or something like that. You come to Form 2. God forbid, this is where the devil comes. I don't know why he has to attack Form 2. Here, everything is trouble. Because it's the time, these are 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds who are not children and they are not adults. I will tell you an analogy that makes it very difficult. We have created this, the society. Take yourself to a scenario you went to a wedding and then you are told there are two serving points. Ile ni ya watoto na ile ni ya watu wazima. And you have your youth there, a teenager. Sasa anaenda kwa watoto, wanamwangalia, wewe ni mkubwa sana. So they remove themselves from the watoto, they go to the adults. Then they are looked at. Hey, what's your problem here? Go to the children. You will not be surprised that the teenager will leave that place without having to eat anything. The society has created it. So I have created it. You have created it. Because somehow, and that is why we call it, they don't understand themselves. Because we have not helped them. And that is where we come in. Because even when it comes to the courses they want to take, the don there can understand when they come the fresher year that they are basically disoriented. They don't know exactly what to do. They have a grade, a good one at that. And since the grade has placed them that they want to do medicine or something else, but they still are not completely aware that they can become what they are. And that is why we begin a very thorough, rigorous process. And we begin it by making sure that we go understanding them. We make rapport in the career department. We make sure that as they change their thought process, we are guiding them according to the subject matter that they are able to capture. 2, we don't leave out the personal preference. Because as much as a child may not be doing very well in chemistry, but they will need to do something related to medicine or something like that, then you must be very sure that that personal preference, like you have set your institutions. To some extent, I will tell you, 40 to about 50% was personal preference. Either on the place you are at or on the mode that you are using. Either 8 or 40, maybe Montessori, maybe whatever you're using, personal preference, for certain reasons. So even that student must be given that avenue to also offer the personal preference. So as we take them through, we understand them. We don't use the draconian rules of basically saying you have to, because you are passing, you're having A's in history, you have to do history. Sometimes you accept, even that B minus in history be accepted. That let them do history and drop this business, they're getting an A. Because you force them to do that, they will do your bit because you are doing that. I am part of a person who was, I wasn't very good when I was in high school. I will not lie to you. I was that difficult not to crack. And as I was choosing my cluster, I wanted to go to geography. But immediately the teacher saw me. When unataka kuja kufanya geography, class yako, can you go to history? And you know, imagine that happened. I never did geography and I wanted to. Because just a teacher just thought it's not fine because I was unruly. What does that have to do with macadamia? I don't know. Maybe you can assist me. I don't understand. But having had that shoe, I know where to pinch is. I know how to deal with them. And therefore, as we take them through, and we don't leave them just by us. Because most of the time, teachers, the ones that are doing the primary school, are doing very well by influencing. I talk to youth, men in churches, and I'm telling you, it's very easy to influence a younger person from 14 years and below. It's very easy to influence. They'll take what the teacher says. But after that, it becomes a negotiation. You really is given, take, and you have to be accommodative. And therefore, we take them through beginning. From that point, then we grow to a point of giving them role models. And when we hear there is a place for them to have career opportunities and guidance, we have to take them. And fortunately, we have KU does them, career guidance, and therefore we take that. We are near KU, so we take it quickly because it's possible to take them. So we mostly take Form 3s, Form 4s, not because we don't want to take Form 1s and Form 2s, because they're the ones exiting and they would want to literally understand the courses more. 2, finances also limit, you understand that? So we do that. We also have Park University, an African Christian university. They have those career guidelines. And they don't just offer the conventional kind of jobs we expect. You don't just go to a career choice and expect just a doctor or a lawyer. Already the children have made that. And they know these doctors, they know these lawyers. I don't have a problem with them. But they need to know that the people at the end of it, these people need to have something in their pocket. And that is not the only thing. We tell them. Can you observe the media is also always having Hakietu? Who are these doing Hakietu? They are these people we are always talking about. Doctors. Among others. But supposing you take other unconventional jobs or courses. Right now, the people that are making so much money are the ones that are doing the jobs we rarely heard about. Plumbing, electricals, IT programming. These are the kind of people that are making. So we make sure that we tap into it. And by the time we are giving them this entry point into the university, before they leave, we have already taken them through, like the ones that are already sitting on our KCSE, we already have an outline of the courses they want to take. And since we are going to be the ones to literally open their portal on the cusps, so that they are able to go in and if they want to change and whatever, but we have to give them the best entry. We do that personally, not giving someone else, because we understand them and we know what they want. Then we take them through. Last year, I'll tell you as I finish, is that we had 31% direct entry to the university for the students that we had. The other 27% went through other colleges because they were C minus up to C. So, and the rest, I believe they are able to fit. I had the one who had, we had two with D+. That they are at Kijabe Technical, Kabete Technical, doing very well. IT, niliuliza nikashindwa. This is the same D+, because I am still that kind of a person, wondering if D+ can be something. But let me tell you, that D+ can be something. And don't let them feel they are belittling. We also take the parents through the acceptance that whatever you get, my son, my daughter, that is ours, not yours. It's ours as a family, and we will take it through, so that they don't feel that they are not worth it, or they have not reached it. Why would an exam just condemn a child that they are failures? Amen?
Wow, thank you so much.